Hey everybody, this is just going to be a quick demonstration on how to load the Minnesota OHV and ATV trail maps onto your mobile device. So this is the map that we're going to be loading onto your device tonight. It's very interactive. You can zoom in, zoom out, and there's a lot of good information just coming to this site and using this map. Not all of this will translate to your phone, but when you come here, like right now we're Mille Lacs Lake, we're looking at Red Top. If we pull over the legend, we can see the red top's a yellow and red dotted trail. So if we come to the right hand side, we can see that it's an ATV and OHM shared trail. Likewise, if we come over, we can see that the Sioux line is the same and whatnot. Along the way, if we zoom out here, we're going to close the legend. But we can see all the different interest points along the way. We can see little picnic areas. Down here at the end of Red Top, you have camping. So it's just a good site to come to just kind of get your bearings about kind of what you want to do for the day if you're going to make a bigger trip than just hitting a loop. So the two things that are required to make this happen is, one, you need to have a desktop computer. That can be a desktop or laptop. I guess I did say desktop, but it can be Mac or PC. It doesn't matter. The only thing you can't do is load these maps into your app directly off of your phone. Google doesn't allow you to do that. You can trick your phone into being the desktop and do this all on your phone, but we're not going to cover the ins and outs of how to do that in different devices, so we're just going to go through, show you how to do it on a desktop, and let you go from there. The other thing you need is a Google account, so a Gmail account, for instance. The two sites we're going to use, so we're at the DNR site. We're going to use the interactive trail map. Easiest way I can tell you how to get here is pause the video and type in the address, or if you want to go to Google and search for Minnesota Interactive OHV map, it's going to be your first option. The other site we're going to use is Google Maps. Again, easiest way to tell you how to get here is go to Google and search Google Maps. It's going to be your first option. Some people will have the menu bar here to click to go to maps. It all depends on your settings, which you had set over here, your privacy settings, stuff like that. So that's why I'm telling you just search for it. Then we don't have to worry about buttons not being there. So we're going to go back to our trail map first. And to get started, we need to download their information. Now, not all of this is going to come with, like I said, but the majority of what we want will be. So you're going to click download KML. That's going to download a file to your computer. It's probably going to go in your downloads folder, and that will have all the trails in it. After we download that file, we're going to go back to Google Maps. Now you can see right now currently I do not have any maps loaded up or anything like that. This is plain Jane Google Maps. If you come to the upper right corner, you can see I have a red circle with the letter N in it. If you are logged into Google, you'll have something similar up there, either an icon you chose, or if you don't choose one, Google gives you a colored circle with the initial of your first name in it. If you have not signed in, I think there's a silhouette of a person up here, maybe with a question mark in it. You need to click on that and sign in or create a Google account, and they'll give you the option to do that. After you are signed in, you can come back to the left-hand navigation on the left-hand side here. And it might look like this, where there's nothing on the left-hand side. That's okay, because what we want is this hamburger menu. It's in your search bar. Go ahead and click on that. And now we are in all of Google Maps options. We're going to scroll down to where we see your places. We're going to click on that. And now we have labeled, saved, visited, and maps. We're going to click on maps. Now you can see that I have 3 that I've used here recently, just used 2 today to make sure everything is working. A couple other ones. So for instance, this very first one is going to take me over to Canada actually for my Canadian stuff. Likewise, if we go ahead and go back, I can click on ATV maps. And this is where you need to make sure you name these something that makes sense to you. But that loaded up all the maps for Minnesota. A lot of places have these maps available that you can load up into other applications as well. That KML file can be loaded into a number of handheld devices from other manufacturers. It's kind of a standard. Likewise, if you have apps that track your travels, they will probably have the ability to export in that same format so you can upload them later. But since we don't have this map yet, or you guys do not, you're going to come to the bottom, click Create Map. Now what this is doing is loading up My Maps. You can see at the top it says Google My Maps. Basically, at this point, you can create maps for yourself if you want to take a vacation, you want to plan out your route, or anything else. You can do all kinds of different ways on making maps, but in our case, we're going to go under Untitled Layer, click Import. You have the option of doing an upload from your current device. You could use your Google Drive if you put it up there, or you can get location information from the photos you've uploaded to Google, and it can make a map with that. We're just going to go off our device. We're going to say select a file. We have the file that we downloaded, and we're going to click open. It's over on the left hand side. You can see that we're currently loading in the information for this map, and there it is. We now have all the same information that the DNR was providing on their site. If we scroll in, one thing you can see that we kind of lost were the colored dashes and everything. That doesn't carry over unless you go in and do the edit yourself. But what you can do is click on each trail. So it does they do have them marked off separately. You can see on the left hand side. Now we picked the red top trail. We can recolor it if we want to. There's some options here on how to edit it. Go ahead and play with that. But it also gives you the link to that trail on the DNR website. So if you want to know information about like all the posts of is this trail closed, you can just come here, click on the one you want. It'll take you to their site and it'll tell you. Thing we're going to want to do before we leave is click this untitled map, and we're going to want to give it a name. And we're going to go ahead and click save. Now, in my particular case, I'm actually just going to go through. You can click the three buttons here on the side. I'm going to trash this map because I already have this once, and you don't want to load the same one in multiple times. And now it's gone. So now you can see that all I have left is my ATV maps that I've uploaded. So if I go ahead and click on that one, we'll see the same thing again. The last part of making this work on your mobile device, obviously, is getting this into your mobile Google Maps application. So what you need to do is go to your phone or tablet, open Google Maps, make sure that you're signed in with your same account, and then you will start off with, these are just some screenshots, and you can see that my maps are on my phone. But you're going to click on saved. After you save, you're going to come up and click on maps. And then you'll see the maps that you've uploaded through your desktop application in here. And then you're going to click on the one you want. And then it shows you your map. From here, you can go ahead and search for stuff if you want to. You know, if you're going down the trail and you have data and location services turned on, you could look up gas stations, and that'll work just like Google Maps will. The one thing this does not do, unfortunately, it'd be awesome if it did, is if you say, you know, you can't give it an address and expect it to map you down that way. It'll try to, but eventually it's going to go through and turn you off on the road. But really what this is great for is that planning situation. You know, hey, where do you need to get gas? Where do you need this? I mean, it's up to date. It's Google Maps. It's the same thing you're going to use in your car. It's very accurate. And it's just nice to have. And it's a good addition to, you know, if you use Ride Command, I still use that in my phone or any other type of app. It's just a good addition to that. I hope this helped everybody out. Have a good night.